Have you guys heard of the medical medium? Have you wondered if maybe he could help you even though it sounds a little far-fetched? Welcome to Real World AIP. I'm Stacy and today I'm going to be reviewing Medical Medium, Secrets Behind Chronic and Mystery Illness, the best-selling book by Anthony William that came out in November 2015. Mr. William just had another book come out on October 30th of this year called Liver Rescue. So I wanted to find out what he was all about, especially after learning that he has celebrity followers like Robert De Niro, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Naomi Campbell. This medical medium man claims that he receives exclusive medical information from a spirit voice that he claims can heal your autoimmune disease. I know it seems like far out there, but I like to keep an open mind. I like to form my own opinions on things. I mean, so far I still don't believe in ghosts, Santa Claus, or homeopathy, but hey, something could change. If it seemed logical and rational enough, I might change my mind. If Santa brings me a BMW, I'm gonna believe in Santa, you know? So the author, Mr. William, was allegedly born with the ability to get health information from the spirit voice, and this information is supposedly information that we're decades away from learning. And this information is exclusive to him. At age 4, he claims he diagnosed his grandmother with lung cancer, which he says medical testing confirmed. He uses his insights from who he calls spirit to diagnose and cure people with all kinds of chronic and mystery illness. And you'll see his followers putting things on Instagram like, "Thank you so much to Anthony and Spirit for this latest book." He's growing in popularity. There are 179,000, yeah, like probably 180,000 by now, posts on Instagram tagged with Medical Medium. Compare that to Walls at 63,500 or Plant Paradox with 13.6 thousand. You can see that lots of people are drinking his Kool-Aid, celery juice. The Medical Medium wants you to avoid soy, corn, canola oil, dairy, grains, farmed fish, MSG, natural flavors, artificial flavors, sweeteners, and other additives. So far, it's kind of a lot like what we do on a paleo diet. Nothing very controversial, and all these things are recommended by many respected health gurus for good reason. He's also not a fan of eggs, which actually can be problematic, especially for those with autoimmune disease. He's also like against whey protein. Okay. But he is a fan of a very low fat diet. He also is a fan of a very high carb diet with just no restrictions whatsoever on fructose intake. Basically, just he encourages you to eat loads of fruit, eat fruit. Fruit is great, fruit is good, fruit is from the heavens, and it's got friggin' unicorn sparkles flying out. Fruit. Forget about the fructose or the sugar concerns, and never mind if you have been diagnosed with candida, or SIBO, or diabetes, or blood sugar dysregulation, or adrenal dysfunction. He suggests to eat it alone on an empty stomach. I started having flashbacks of Fit for Life, this book I read like in my early 20s when I was experimenting with any diet I could get my hands on back then. Basically, all you ate was fruit for the first half of every day on an empty stomach. That left me bloated and on a blood sugar roller coaster from hell. I'm gonna stay in Sarah Ballantyne's camp here and keep my fructose under 20 grams a day to minimize bloating, weight gain, and inflammation. I'm also going to continue to eat loads of healthy fat because I'm thrilled with my cholesterol, triglycerides, fasting blood glucose, blood pressure, body weight, and energy levels after eating this way for many years. My final consensus is that if his protocol is working for anybody, it's probably not about his magical spirit or all the fructose y'all be loading up on. It's because you cut out processed food and you cut out gluten and grains and dairy and corn. Of course you're gonna feel loads better, especially if you're coming from like a standard American diet. But a whole 30 or 21-day sugar detox, the Bulletproof Diet, a Plant Paradox program, Paleo, AIP, a Walls protocol, or Dr. Mark Hyman's Pegan diet would all produce these same results coming from a standard American diet. You're gonna feel tons better. It's because of all the junk you cut out, but without all the fruit. Moving past the food. The medical medium seems to think that almost every disease and ailment known to man is because of the Epstein-Barr virus, which, by the way, can allegedly eat cheese according to the book. On the small percentage of cases that it's not Epstein-Barr virus, it's shingles. It's shingles or it's mercury, or maybe radiation. That's pretty much it. Now I got everything covered. Epstein-Barr, shingles, mercury, radiation. You name it, yeah. Autoimmunity, PMS, depression, Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's, he claims, is 100% caused by mercury. Every single case, mercury. Oh, and there is a mercury man whose name is unknown, and the medical industry won't disclose his name. It's a good old boy thing. He states that this book is unlike anything you've read. That is true. That is definitely true. I agree with him on that. He says you won't find citation after citation, references to study after study, because this is fresh, ahead of its time information that comes from the heavens. So don't try to discredit it. This is info from the heavens. How do you argue with that? He says if your doctor gives you a Hashimoto's diagnosis, it means he or she doesn't know what's wrong, because according to him, your body's not attacking itself. According to him, your body never attacks itself, and our whole entire concept of autoimmunity is dead wrong. The body never attacks itself. That's the Epstein-Barr virus attacking our body. The doctors are all wrong. Oh, and Lyme disease, he says, no, not caused by tick bites. Nope, that's Epstein-Barr virus. He also does not believe in leaky gut. He says what's really happening is a thing called ammonia permeability. It comes from gut rot that produces toxic gas that floats ghost-like out of your intestines directly into your bloodstream. This type of fear-mongering kind of makes you want to take action and follow this gifted man's voice, no? I mean, you can't argue with him. His information comes straight from the heavens. We're going to figure this out in 40 years, and I have gut rot and ammonia seeping out of my bloodstream. I need to eat some fruit. Oh, he says fermented foods, and they don't do anything for your gut health. And basically, in the end, the book advocates a full month of 100% raw fruit and vegetable diet with as much fruit as you want to eat. Loads of fruit. And then that will ultimately fix your Epstein-Barr virus issues or mercury or shingles. And you know, there's like some celery juice recommendations and stuff, but that's basically it, you know. Raw vegan, low fat, high carb, very fruity diet. There's a lot of reviews for this book on Amazon. One verified purchaser left a review on Medical Medium stating that they replaced the fat in their diet with fruit as suggested, and their candida turned systemic and landed them in the emergency room after 10 days on the program. One verified purchaser states that the publisher of the book emailed them and offered them a prize. There was a prize to the customer that left the most uplifting 5-star review. One person says they paid $500 to have a reading with the medical medium, and they were told they had Epstein-Barr virus and high levels of, you know, heavy metals, mercury. So they got tested for heavy metals, but they were all fine. They didn't have excess heavy metals. What they did have was rheumatic fever, which he neglected to mention. Another reviewer claims she was threatened with a lawsuit after leaving a negative review. I hope I don't get sued. I have a lot of organic food and grass-fed beef, but that's probably like my net worth. So, another reviewer claims she was threatened with a lawsuit after leaving a negative review. Her response, I love this. Go ahead and sue me as you threaten for a slanderous review, but I will sue you back for telling me to eat 4 bananas in the morning with pre-diabetes. I love that. That is freaking classic. I did some searches on YouTube for reviews on his protocol. One poor girl had been following the plan for like 9 months and experiencing steady weight gain and bloating, and you know, she's confused. She's like doing everything by his book, and many people in the comments were agreeing with her, like, yeah, I've been bloated and gaining weight too. What are we doing wrong? Are we not drinking enough celery juice? We just have to give you more time. This seems like a cult movement to me. They're just like, keep at it, keep at it. Spirit can't be wrong. Maybe you're not eating enough fruit. They're just like grasping at it, just keep at it. It's not working. Don't keep drinking liquid bananas every day in your smoothie. I also found some interesting reading on the Facebook page called The Medical Medium is a Fraud. I'll link to that below if you're interested in checking it out. Just more stories. So, all right, here's where I'm gonna give this man serious credit. He is a gifted writer with a serious knack for creating really moving stories that will fill you with hope and faith. He paints vivid pictures with his language, some of angels that you can summon. He'll instruct you how in the book. Some of ghostly gut rot and ammonia seeping into your bloodstream. His website, if you go on the website, it says, if you were ill and doctors couldn't help you? Would you have 20 years to wait before medical science discovered the true cause of your suffering and the way to get better? What would it be worth if someone could help you recover and heal right now? Don't you want to believe that? Who the heck that's feeling sick doesn't want to believe that? Those are powerful words. Don't you want to recover? Don't you want to heal? Don't you just want to grasp onto that and throw all of your faith and effort into it because it sounds so good? It speaks to your spirituality and your deepest desires and your most tender vulnerabilities. I feel like we all want so much to believe in a cure for our illness. So much that sometimes it makes us easy prey. It makes us believe in things that would seem crazy to us if we weren't so desperate. For instance, how many supplements are in your supplement graveyard? And don't tell me you don't have one. I know you do. You haven't been sick for very long. In the moment you bought the supplements, you were feeling hopeful after an advertisement or an endorsement, only to find they didn't help you at all or they aggravated whatever condition you have. I'm guilty. I drank Nigella oil every day until I was chronically dizzy. I took the wrong specially methylated forms of B12 after genetic testing and on Amy Yasko recommendations. That left me feeling anxious, jittery, keyed up, wanting to jump out of my skin. I took the wrong kinds of probiotics on recommendations on various websites and all that left me bloated like a friggin' balloon. It's not that easy as just one size fits all magic fix. Oh, here's all you have to do. Just do this. Even when it's like, oh, just go on AIP. I mean, there's a whole lot of steps in that. And even in AIP, there's customization, there's reintroduction process, there's troubleshooting. It's just not so cut and dry and easy. Oh, just eat raw vegan for a month and eat as much fruit as you can take and you will be magically cured. Please, 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 you guys, please just be careful who you put your trust in. You don't have to trust me either. You don't have to listen to me. You should be sitting back on, who are you and what gives you credibility? Why should I believe what you say? What training have you had? What certifications do you have? Where is there proof of that certification? You have to be skeptical. You have to protect yourself. I know you want to heal, but if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. I'm all for alternative methods of healing if they work and they're not hurting anybody. You know, they're safe. I'm all about thinking outside the box, but I'm not a fan of the medical medium. I don't recommend him to you guys. You want to heal, it's about rest. It's about removing yourself from toxic situations and bad relationships, getting the right amount and types of exercise, getting some sunlight and some nature, doing things that you love that make you feel at peace, having social support, nourishing your body with clean whole foods while leaving out the foods that create inflammation and trigger you personally. An elimination and reintroduction protocol like AIP can be really helpful in that it's customizable to your unique intolerances. If you don't have autoimmune disease and you just want to achieve a better level of health and vitality, then I would suggest paleo or Whole30 or 21-day sugar detox or something like that. Vegan, they're all great. They're all basically very similar. Whole foods diet, you know, cleanly sourced food, cook it yourself, less processed stuff, less sugar. By the way, I am a certified health coach with ACE, a nationally accredited organization, and I'm also a certified AIP coach through Megi and Angie and, you know, Sarah Ballantyne's program. So I have more credentials than the medical medium. So wait, maybe I should create the Stacy diet. It would be basically a vegan diet, but I need a gimmicky thing. I need a gimmicky thing for people to post pictures of on Instagram. You know, Dave's got the bulletproof coffee, AIP's got bone broth and collagen protein, Mr. William has celery juice, and lately I've been seeing a lot of dragon fruit since his liver book came out. Maybe something with ginger in it. Magical detoxing ginger juice that'll make you look 10 years younger and cure your PMS too. I need something to scare you with too. I need to do a little fear mongering to get you in line. Maybe I'll attribute all of your symptoms to undiagnosed miniature scabies. The medical world hasn't yet discovered these miniature scabies. They're too small to show up under the microscope. The microscopes that we have with today's technology. In 50 years, they'll discover microscabies. They burrow deep into your skin. They cause your immune system to overreact. When your immune system overreacts, it creates inflammation and chronic disease. Yeah, of course they'll discover the microscabies 50 years, but do you want to wait that long or do you want to heal now? Drink my ginger juice that came to me in a dream. a dream where a chihuahua whispered the magical answer to all of your health problems in my ear. And by the way, I never asked to be burdened with this information. It came to me, I didn't know what to do with it, but eventually I was like, well, I guess I have to help people. I mean, it's my burden to carry. But now that I have it, I have to share it with the world. And maybe sell some books and do some $500 private consultations. All right, I gotta stop. Anyway, please protect yourself. Please be careful who you put your trust in. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Those are the things I want to leave you with. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down, you know? I like feedback. I hope to see you guys soon, and until then, be healthy and protect yourself from social predators.